Okay, 2011 is getting ready to start, so we're going to start getting some of our bug out items ready. So we've got some coffee that we're going to vacuum seal, as well as different kinds of nuts that we were gifted for the holidays. We found this at the store today. It was under $3. It's organic quinoa, and it should cook very quickly. This stuff is about $3, and it's pre-cooked. And it's got all kinds of nutrition. In here we've got some bananas that Daniel's already done. Daniel's got some cinnamon here that he's going to grind up in the coffee grinder, and then we're going to use that powdered form in our bug out bags. We've got some quick brew tea that we had vacuum sealed, but we ran out, so we broke into it, and that's going to be great. So we got caffeine, protein, fruits. We're locked and loaded with a couple of different products here, the Nesco food dehydrator, and then of course this thing is just a bomb. We just love this vacuum sealer.
Round off, and hopefully not scare your dog. Hey Scout, sorry about that. And then the butt. And normally this would go into the compost, but we have domesticated and wild animals on our property, so they would probably be consuming the byproduct. These will be cut approximately a quarter of an inch. The food processor just cuts them too thin. Work my way across all the way around, then the inner ring, inner ring, inner ring until I'm done. 4 bananas.
4 bananas on one tray?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great.
So basically we've got that going, and when it's done, this is the end product. Now what you want to know to make sure that it's ready to go is you take a chip, and not unlike a poker chip, that's what you're going for. You want to hear that sound of a poker chip hitting the poker table.
I'll bet $200 that you may need this bag of bananas.
I'll see your bet, and I'll raise you 2 more chips.
You call. I bluff.
Alright.
Alright.
So anyway, what we're going to do, you can do the whole thing. You can portion it out. Like that would be a good portion for one person. That'd be good for a day, if that's all you had. So right now I'm working with a really large bag, so I'm going to go for bulk. I need some different width sealing paper.
Okay, so you just cut the bag.
Cut the bag. You cover. It lifts up. It's got a razor blade underneath. Your bag sits in the back, and then you take your bag. You have 2 arrows, more or less line it up. You've got a different product that's going to go over, and then you engage it. As soon as you get it back in there, it will engage. And here we go. Now what I've found is if you let it go initially, it's going to try to seal, but of course this is open, so it's not going to create a vacuum. So it'll go on longer. What I've found is I can cut it after about 10 seconds because I've already have a heat weld, and it cuts my time in half. And then I just flip it over because it's always good to get a second seal. You'll notice it's going to be a shorter cycle. See? Shorter cycle, almost the time that I cut it off on the first go. And then you gotta wait for it to release. It's just allowing it to finish sealing it. And do that. Oh, and there you go. So then you've got a double seal, which is always good. Single seal is fine, but a double seal is extra fine. Okay, take my poker chips, or banana chips in this case. And that's about what I want. I can actually make the bag a little smaller, and I might do that, but right now we're just going to go ahead and seal it. So, try to get it as straight as you can, and just hold it there until it engages. And that's that. And you've just now created a shelf life of 2 years. It's better to have an opaque bag, because even though it's vacuum sealed, if you have a clear bag, light will still penetrate and create a chemical process.
I'm gonna want a comfort, creature comfort, and if it's vacuum sealed, it's gonna fit in my backpack. It's gonna be some illy, baby. Now for bartering, I'm probably gonna use this. It was, I think, under $3, $2. It's a nice dark roast.
Smooth and nutty.
Exactly. And then this is another good one, also under $3 for bartering or for drinking.
And for abominable snowman and Sasquatch, this is the real stuff. All right. Nice double seal. Once again, I would prefer narrower bags, but gotta work with what you have. Okay.
Oh, Daniel, that was a good idea.
There we go.
Man.
Now you want to pull your seal tight. And once again, you do not want to get any product anywhere near the seal. Case in point. Coffee, finely ground coffee, was caught in the very top of the seal, and I lost my vacuum pressure. Coffee, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, and you could see it got stuck right there, and then he tried to do a cross, so you can't seal.
You can't go crossway once you burn a seal, even though you have an opening, it will not create a vacuum. We're going to spell it out. Bananas. Almonds and the date. 12.
These 2 packs here, and let's show them how much is left. Look, you've got a whole half. We've used exactly a half of a can of coffee, and we have 2 barter coffee or our own.
We have enough for a whole tribe of barterers. No, this is
I'll call it some tomatoes. To do a dehydration process, and I thought, well, we'd slice them and have them dehydrated, but you've got a different idea in store for us.
And all we're gonna do.
So you're gonna grind up these.
No. I'm gonna slice.
Oh, so you are. That's what I wanted. Is sliced up tomatoes. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna slice them up like you sun dry them like the Italians, and then put them on your pizza or something, or your whatever you're cooking now.
So basically, I'm gonna take the ground off, but fits, which it will, and just for demonstration purposes, we'll do one. Oops. Always unplug before you even disengage the top. I must insist.
Look at that!
Look at these beatific babies right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Once again, I love the uniformity. That very little waste. I'm going to put salt and pepper. In fact, I was just going to put salt, but Lisa Marie came up with the pepper effect, so I guess we're like salt and pepper.
While Daniel's doing a little dehydrating, I'm going to make myself a little snack with some buffalo mozzarella and a little piece of tomato. This stuff is the best I've ever in my life.
It opens up like a bottle of wine.
Well, it sure does. Look at that. That's like from
Save
the year supply right there. It's like the best on the planet. Okay.
It's probably worth more than cognac. Good bottle of cognac.
Alright, I'm going to eat some more of this here. And Daniel, we're working on a meter. Let's see how many you got in here.
Always.
Pull it out, then you're in the safe zone. Look at all those tomatoes to dehydrate. How would you eat these on the trail or in an emergency situation? What would you do with these dehydrated tomatoes?
I would cook with them.
Cook with them?
Yes, unless all I had was shoe leather to eat, to snack on, then I would snack on these, but otherwise these are for cooking purposes.
Okay, well, I look forward to a recipe. Maybe you can make something after.
A little tomato basil soup.
Well, first one here with our manners, and now we're about to put down the Tommy Toes.
Here we go.
We are locked and loaded double barrel with some nanners and some Tommy Toes. We're going to go ahead and use the, I guess, the fruits and vegetables setting.
Yep.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this first aid, all these first aid items. I've got, I believe, 6 of these larger gauze, and then I've got 6 of those towelettes, some wet ones, different forms of band-aids, smaller little gauze pads, some moleskin. My buddy Steven gave me one of these, and then I've got one of these. So I'm going to put all these in a bag. I've got some Q-tips also, and see how that works, like a quick ready-made kind of band-aid kit, first aid kit. We'll see how that works. Daniel had a good point about marking down what all's going in this bag, but that's alright. It's just a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Gauze pad. There. Regular band-aids, smaller compress.
Alright, so we've got all these things we just showed you. And then we decided to go ahead and throw in a couple of pairs of gloves, a little safety survival blanket, and then we've also got 2 pairs of hearing protection. This hearing protection comes in one of these little kits like this. I'm sure y'all have seen these earplugs. So we've got 2 pairs of that.
Squeeze both sides, stretch the bag across, bring it in, hold it.
Potpourri, cacophony of every form of bandage you could ever imagine in one bag. And this is going to go in my car bug out bag, which I'm going to talk about in our next episode. Just simple things you can keep in one backpack to save your life.
There you go.
There you go, baby.
Weighs nothing, gets almost no stress.
I wish I had some way to let you know. I mean, this is like nothing, and it's got everything in it. I mean, everything down to earplugs. You know what I'm talking about? Daniel cannot make another bug out bag because he is making cookies. Alright, well, I'm going to make another one while you're making cookies. Alright, here's another configuration. First of all, I realized in the last segment we forgot to put the alcohol prep pads. And so we're going to go ahead, I'm going to make another compartment of this and put it with that other container. Now this one here, I'm going to add some pads for ladies, and then some different kind of gauze pads, which I have in the other pack. Tons and tons of band-aids, tons of kind of cleansing wipes, as well as one of these sutures, and then I'm going to grab probably maybe 3 pairs of just some regular vinyl gloves, and then some more Q-tips. So I'm going to make one more of these little packs. This time I'm going to be sure to include in the alcohol prep pads. But that's no worries, just learn it as we go. This pack will also have some more of those little hearing protection. And so this is just a great way to keep everything waterproof, and it's compact. And I'm just kind of throwing it together for my car bug out bag. Obviously some sort of, zombie bag will be much more well prepared, but at least I'm kind of getting things going.
Attention.
Safe. Hello, San Marcos. This is the weekly Lady Bug Out Report, San Marcos News Live, where we will discuss ways that you can prepare you and yourself and your family for urban and natural disasters. Lock it in live, San Marcos. San Marcos' own weekly news report, Lady Bug Out series. Lock it in live, San Marcos. Sister Survival Disaster Preparation, Lady Bug Out. The Tommy Toes. We have some bananas. Here's the final product. The next morning we've got these, which we shut off halfway in the evening because they were so quickly. You can see the salt and pepper that Daniel put on there. They're still working. Boy, they smell great.
Nice and dry. Poker chip.
So all those tomatoes now are right here, and it's so much easier to pack a little package of tomatoes versus slinging a whole, several of them in your backpack where they get smashed.
They just pop right off, just like
cool.
poker chips. That's why you want to get them at least that thick, so you don't lose any product.
Now when you vacuum seal these, are you going to put them in there solo? Or are you going to mix them in with some veggies for soup, or what's your strategy?
I'm going to do both, actually.
All right. So it looks like right here you're cutting up some onions. Are these yellow onions, white onions?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah, but you can tell because they run away at anything.
Well, these are bug out onions, so they ain't running nowhere. Well, maybe they will.
Onion pie. Unless you're a crybaby, because when you open this up, you will have some tears.
Some tears of bug out joy.
Yeah. Well,
all right, show them. Let's unplug it. Let's see what we got. And how many onions did you just slice up?
6.
6 onions. And you're, whoa, you are starting to tear up a little bit. Whoa, that's some smelly onion. Okay, so this is part 2 of our last video of 2010, and we've got the Tommy Toes salted and peppered. These are the ones we did yesterday, and then so we've got these left.
But I can put that in my mouth, and it's sweet, it's salty, and it's peppery. It's right in my mouth.
And Daniel's going to make us a recipe in 2011 with these maters. So he's putting the maters.
Remember, this is a fruit, and you can eat it like a fruit.
So 8 tomatoes made 2 bags, and you could live off more than these bags a couple days, I would think, with some soups and plus with all these veggies.
We got to remember that's 8 tomatoes. That's 4 tomatoes right here. Imagine hydrating them. You got 4 tomatoes. There you go.
There you go. Beautiful. Double seal it. Now he's going to mark down what he's got in there. Well, yeah, I just take the tray and I pop it from underneath. Here, hold the camera for a sec. Yeah. So if you just kind of pop it from underneath, it kind of anything I could do for a shortcut, I'm all for. And so
that's awesome.
Popping it underneath kind of loosens them up. They're still warm too. And here we have carrots and 4 trays of onion. The house smells like onions, I'll tell you. We're gonna let the bananas cool and rest.
In about 30 minutes.
And then we're gonna seal.
Yes. My gosh, look at all the different seeds in here. I mean, it's incredible. They have like 10 different seeds. I see lentils, I see everything in there. Oats, everything. It's amazing. $3 at the store, folks. The best $3 you'll ever spend. Got your double seal, you're good to go.
Now that is a great meal. You've got grains in there, you've got onions as well as carrots and tomatoes. You've got flavor, texture, protein, some roughage. This is going to definitely give someone a boost on the trail or in an emergency situation. And it looks like you could probably feed, I would say, like 4 people if you had enough water to...
Oh yeah, to make it go around. Very quickly, we've got pre-cooked barley, spelt, red split peas, green, yellow lentils, pre-cooked green and yellow salt peas, culmet wheat, grain 60%, pulses 40. Contains gluten.
They'll be quick and easy to cook. It'll taste good. Like you said, it's got that vitamin C from the cayenne pepper and some seasoning of the cumin, which I'm sure has got to be good for someone.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I love that stuff.
It's medicinal.
Yeah.
It's medicinal.
Well, that's a beautiful seal. So you're going to seal it up?
Yep. There you go. Of course, we'll drop a double seal.
That's awesome.
Pretty much. You rogues.
Rogue bananas.
You gotta watch
the
them.
trail.
Oh, rogue bananas. Be careful when you unseal them.
Because once they get in bunches, there's no
I'm telling you, they're slippery, slimy. It's like some of our politicians are. I'm gonna, instead of going fine, I'm gonna leave it at that coarse level.
Good.
I think it'll be better, it'll be more concentrated when, you know, whoever opens it, we do whatever. That's why I'm going through trouble of grinding the sticks myself, because I think it's fresher, but these sticks, preferably should be a little fresher because you've got all that oil, that tincture oil, the cinnamon, if you will. It's like, once again, a lot of people have used it throughout history, especially for heart ailments.
So Daniel was taking the cinnamon, he ground it up, and then of course he has his dehydrated bananas, and then he had a thought.
And then I had a second thought. Organic oatmeal. We're going to combine, we're going to open up this packet, combine it with banana chips and cinnamon, and I think there'll be enough sugar in the banana chips, otherwise I throw a little raw sugar in with it as well, but I think that we'll just stick with nature's own fructose.
Okay? Alright, let's do it.
Now, a pinch of this semi-refined, semi-coarse cinnamon. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put in 4 pinches.
The cinnamon would be good.
Incredibly awesome. And there we go. I want to just experiment and open it back up and eat it.
There you go.
There it is.
Very tight seal.
Oh,
There's no air getting in there. Those bananas are now covered with the cinnamon, and then we've got 2 pouches of organic oatmeal, and it's got a maple, I think it's called maple spice. So it's got that sugar from the maple.
Oh, you can smell it. It's awesome.
Awesome. Rock on.
Okay.
All right, Stan's going to double seal it and label it, and we're going to put that with all of our fruits and breakfast items. Okay, well, while Daniel's doing the dehydrating, of course, he's always multitasking, and so he's got some organic carrots, a couple of those down, as well as some organic corn. Now, we're going to show you a secret recipe that we just developed. It's a gluten-free recipe.
Tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, those tomatoes that we
Pepper and salted. Of course, gluten-free pasta. And we're also going to add some...
my favorite, organic onions.
That's right. Smell those.
So this could be a pasta or a soup or some sort of, you could bake it probably over a camp stove in a cast iron skillet.
Yes, you could.
We're going to do a series of challenges in 2011 that Daniel's going to do some cook-offs. Front of your chest? Okay, go.
Well, I need to read it. It says produce of USA Vegetable Pipeline Farms, Aquadome Herbs, and there's it's awesome.
Okay, cool. So we got that and a couple of trays.
Now, you like to throw a little condiment in there. We've got cumin, we've got cayenne, or you just want to go straight with the natural flavors?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, you Italian, you.
Yeah, let's do it.
And away we go.
Wow, look at that.
Very nice. Very light. Put another double seal.
Yeah. I love your double seal technique. That's a good way to ensure the shelf life.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Okay, go ahead and...
Wow, look at that.
Let me John Hancock that.
Should I have not have done that? Was that bad that I just did that?
We'll have to come back and see. That'll be a good test, right?
Okay.
Right? So always a learning
Hey,
process.
you hear it popping.
Yep. It's a learning process. Okay. G3. And we got tomatoes, onion, and the date.
I'm going to put this in my bug out bag because I'm not sure how clean the seal is. I hear it popping. And then, of course, we always check our items frequently.
But once again, the reason for the popping is because this is gluten-free. They might just be popping off. Okay? Just so you know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.